Hi everyone, I wanted to send a quick video to show you one little thing we need to do different in Desmos so that you can get the homework answer correct. So I picked a problem from the book, so it'll be just very similar to your homework. So this one says we have this table, it says the number of internet users, and X is the number of years after 2000, and we want to find an exponential regression model, Y equals AB to the X for the number of internet users. And then after that, we're going to use the model to figure out how many, or to estimate how many users will be in 2024. So the numbers given are in the chart. So in 2000, there were 0.41 billion. In 2004, there were 0.91 billion. In 2008, 1.58 billion. 2012, 2.02 billion. 2016, 3.42 billion. Okay, so we're going to go over to Desmos because I think that'll be the easiest way to do this. So let's pull up Desmos. So in my Desmos calculator, I need to add a table. So I'm going to add a plus sign and say I'm going to put in a table. And remember, this is years after 2000. So 2000 would be 0, and that was 0.41. And then 4 was 0.91. In 2008, it was 1.58. 2012 was 2.2. And then 2016 was 3.42. Right. So you can see it graphed it, right? You can see the numbers right there. And it did tell us that we want to do a exponential regression, so we don't have to worry about what kind of regression it should be. So we're going to start by saying y1, so that way it takes the values in y1, or in the y column, and we want to say, well, let's make a regression. So I need to click on, hit the ABC so you can see it, and make sure you can see it on my screen actually. There's this tilde. It's near the bottom of my screen, so hopefully you can see that I'm hitting the tilde button. And then I want to say it's AB to the X, so I hit A, and I'm just going to hit times because that makes me feel better about it. And then I'm going to hit B. And then I'm going to hit to the exponent, and this is really important that the exponent is x1, so I type x1. That way it knows to go to the chart. So it gives this value, and this is what we talked about in class before. It gives this value, but to make it work like your homework, hit this log mode. So you can see right now it says 0.58, 1.11706. Hit the log mode, it's going to change those numbers. Now it says 0.48 and 1.1367. This is going to match what your homework does. So it just does a different way that it's doing the regression. I don't really want to spend time saying like, what's the difference? I would say, don't worry about it. We're letting the computer do it. We just want to match the two systems the same. So my math lab is using like the TI-84 plus calculator. So we want to match our regression to the TI-84 plus calculator, which is this. So this way we have 0.483296 as A, 1.1367 as B. The directions in my math lab says give 4 decimal places. So I'm going to do another equation right here. So I'm going to say y equals, and I'm going to put the A, 0.483. Remember it said 4 decimal places, so I'm going to go 483. The 2 rounds up, and then that's going to be times. So let me hit times. B, that's 1.1367, and then to the x. So let's hit the exponent to the x. Okay. So now I have that in there. If I want to, then right here on the settings, I'm going to tell it, let's add a table to this one. That way I can put in 24 to represent 2024, and I can see it would have 10.464475 billion customers. That would be our estimation.